There you are. No sense in complaining about how comfortable you are now. You could have been sitting on plush velvet chairs, legs up, wine glass in hand as we broke bread, made peace. Now you're strapped to my saltire, which, well, you look more comfortable than most, but I've yet to flay you, so that may change. Well, your restraints had to be tight. You do have a bit of a bark to you. I assume you also have a bit of a bite. Curse me all you'd like. I'm the one that had to carry you down here. If you'd really gotten on my nerves, I could have walked you down the stairs like a dog. Keep it up and I still might. Well, at least you're talking more now. And I must commend your way with words. Most of you are crude, but you weave your insults like a tapestry. The picture you're painting of me isn't quite as flattering as the priceless piece that you tore apart, but it was the Renaissance, and, well, you aren't that much of an artist. Please. I'm not trying to scare you. Why would I want to scare you? You seem, oh, so well informed. You knew what you were walking into, right? You knew that I've minded my business for centuries. You knew that while my kin fight over table scraps and sewer rats, I remained a distant onlooker. You could have done some good, ridding the world of the filth that feeds on the lost, the weak, the vulnerable. But no, you wanted to come kill me. Trying to scare you seems like a waste of both of our time. So I'm considering my options, and you should consider yours. No, I don't suppose that this room is much of a dungeon. Were you expecting iron gates and cold stone? This is a room I keep for teaching nuisances lessons. Are you not comfortable? I used the good rope. Well, you have no room to be picky. Torture? Well, I do have the tools for the job, but until I see fit to use them, I'll be here, enjoying a drink. Yes, it is blood. Again, for someone so clearly aware of what they were getting themselves into, you seem a bit misinformed. I'm not an animal. I can control myself. If I couldn't, I wouldn't have settled for what you willfully gave me. Oh, yes. This is yours. I didn't mean to, but when you went to grab that little trinket earlier, my nails got your arm. See? bandaged and everything. I didn't lose control or sink my teeth into you like a starved mutt. Well, the willfully part is a bit of semantics, certainly. I would argue that you knew full well that you would bleed tonight. As such, you've willfully volunteered your blood, your body, to me. It suits my prerequisites, and is also a nice little treat. If it weren't for this, I might be even more irritable, which would probably make the entire experience slightly less enjoyable for you. Again with the familiarity. You're not some long-lost descendant of someone I killed, or some sad tale like that, are you? On that we can agree. A bit cliché. I do want to know exactly how you ended up getting the idea to come kill me, though. Did someone play a prank on you? Convince you that coming here wouldn't lead to your demise? Promise treasure or glory or whatever it is that motivates you? A challenge. It seemed like a challenge. Well, I suppose that is true. That may well be the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I'm convinced you are lying to me. But it's funny enough for me to overlook that fact. It has been a long time since I've had to deal with intruders. It's one thing if someone comes seeking a thrill, exploring the grounds, creating fantasies in their heads about who might own the manor, or retelling the dozens of myths created about this place. They get to leave untouched, unsullied by me. I've not had to come to blows with a hunter in a generation. It's a bit dull. I've spent enough time with myself that a sentiment like loneliness doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I'm not without connections, should I need them. But that's not nearly as intriguing as a pretty little treat like you challenging themselves against my will. That is what you're up against, you know. Not my fangs, not my claws, not my talents or arsenal. It's my will. While I am here, if I will you to bow, you bow. If I see fit to watch you wander through my halls for days, unable to escape, unable to find the window that you came through, or an unlocked door, or a moment of rest, I would watch. I'd watch as you withered away like a lost soul in the desert, cheeks sullen, stomach growling. And then I'd offer you a chance. Forgiven. Let loose. The water you seek, plentiful. Bread, fresh and buttered to your liking. And I'd smile as it all turned to ash. And in your final moments, you would have a much clearer understanding of what hopelessness is. You're right. That's not what happened. You wear my chains well, Hunter. Not quite as well as all of that bothersome gear of yours. That jacket certainly is a choice. Hides your figure, though. Don't worry. If it's sentimental, it's just over there, along with the rest of your little toys. I should have stripped you. Why? It's a bit cold down here. You might have been uncomfortable. Also, I'm not in the business of taking anything not given willfully. See? It's a thing. Give yourself more credit, Hunter. I think seeing you laid bare would be a gift. A sight like that has value. Stealing a glance would be shameful. But if you're telling me that you've got something in your clothes that could pose a threat to me, that I wasn't thorough enough, so be it. It takes more than that to make me flinch. Are you stammering? Spit it out, Hunter. Or swallow it. Have it your way. The thing you are strapped to is called a saltire. Sure, some people call it St. Andrew's Cross, but I assure you, there are no saints here. Why? Is it your first time, darling? Here, let me show you. I could have laid you on the table, but this seemed more comfortable an option. Leather backing, velvet restraints. It's not so bad, is it? I'm not so terrible, am I? Yes, of course, you'll kill me. You've made that intention very clear. Until then, I wanted to check and see how you're feeling. Literally. Careful. I'm not going to hurt you, but if you keep writhing like that, my nails might prick you again. Or would you like that? Maybe. What are you up to? Oh, hells. You're that strong. Ah, fuck. Alright. You want to fight? Alright. We can fight.
you little shit.